As a young author, I wanted to be published. And I ended up being published in the computer book industry, which I didn't even know. I had a job at a computer book publishing house in my town. I was writing articles for the local computer circular called The Byte Buyer. And all of a sudden, I'm writing these books, and another guy at the publishing house, Gary, gives me a card for this man, Bill Gladstone, who is a computer book literary agent. Who would have thought there was such a thing? Anyway, the computer book publishing industry works backwards from regular publishing in that it's the publisher who thinks of the books and then looks for authors to write the books. And they were desperate to find authors. And you could make really good money. There were stories going around about people, computer book authors, who were making $300,000, $400,000 a year. This is in the mid 1980s, so it was real money back then. And it was like, wow, I mean, as much as I wanted to write fiction, I also wanted to get paid. So I contacted Mr. Gladstone at Waterside Productions, and he hooked me up almost immediately with another author named Andy Townsend, and I wrote this book, my very first computer book. But again, they thought of this topic. This was Tab Books in 1987, and I wrote that book. I contacted Mr. Gladstone and said, hey, are there more books? I quit my job at CompuSoft Publishing to become a full-time computer book author. And that's when I found out that they really don't pay until months after the book's published. I mean, in the magazine industry, yes, you get paid right away. But I contacted Andy Townsend, the first co-author I had, and he's like, oh no, it takes like a year and a half before you see any money, if you see money. So that was an interesting start. So what happened was, as a budding computer book author, and Mr. Gladstone was more than happy to find more books for me to write, and I wrote a bunch, trying to build up that revenue stream, but I needed a job. And they weren't really hiring technical writers back then, or computer book authors. So I ended up going to the magazine that I worked for, or that I was doing stuff for, and they needed an editor. So I landed a job as an editor of Byte Buyer magazine, and I'll tell you that story next time.